Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a few moments to go over the Diablo IV patch notes that are coming for July 14th. I've been going over these and I've been looking through about what is going to be expected on the 14th and what the rest of the season might look like at this point. They are adding some quality of life updates that I think will be pretty handy as we move through the season, but there's also some things that they didn't do or that are undocumented that I'm hopeful for that will make a big difference for the rest of the season. The biggest thing they're doing is they're increasing the superior layer key drop rate depending on the tournament level from the Corrupted Reaper boss that is the new seasonal boss that they added. Well, that's great because that's going to allow us to at least farm for more dropped mythics. The downside is it's also going to drop more Pandemonium fragments. Those fragments right now I think are kind of useless because of one problem. You can only wear one crafted mythic at a time. And they're also going to increase the drop rate from the Corrupted Reaper. You could use those to recraft the mythics that you have if they have bad rolls, which is beneficial. But other than that, those fragments and those sparks that you get will be kind of useless. I'm hopeful that they have undocumented changes that will take the crafting tag away. Not high hopes for this, but Blizzard has known to have undocumented changes in their patch notes in the past. They've also increased the drop rate, or actually gave a 100% drop rate for the repeatable glints of hope that you do. That's the reputation rewards. When you open those caches, you're going to get fragment each time. So you're going to have a lot of fragments now moving forward. That's why, again, I'm hoping that they're removing the crafting tag. They're also adding that reputation board to Timus. That way you don't have to go back to Zarbanet or whatever that town is called. They've also had some various bug fixes. Not going to go into a lot of details with. Some of these aren't even in the game yet, like the Halo rewards for the leaderboards. And there's some other items here that could be impactful, like the Nemesis layer for the Corrupted Reaper. There's no real balance fixes for this, so it looks like they're fixing a few bugs, but they're not really going into detail about balance fixes, which I think with the rogue bug, which there's no mention of, the rogues can do 150 in no time due to a bug. That needs to be addressed immediately. We can't have exploit or bug builds just running rampant in the game. It just takes away from the fun for people that are actually legitimately doing the content and pushing the leaderboards. Especially since the leaderboards do have rewards now, it would be nice to have a legitimate case to get those. Couple of other items for bug fixes. The Eldraine Sword of Justice was not dropping from the blacksmith. So the blacksmith, a lot of people don't know, will give you a guaranteed mythic every time. Iconic mythic, that is. This was one that wasn't happening. So that is a good thing to have increased, given that some people need that sword. Again, though, it is a crafted item and you can only wear one right now. Hopefully that changes. And then the other big change will be that some uniques were not dropping as mythic, including from layer bosses. This is a huge deal. I don't know which ones, they don't name which ones, but that could be a huge deal to some classes that have been looking for mythics and not being able to get them dropped for their uniques. Fixing that is a good thing. That is why, if you're not sure, you might want to save your layer boss keys for Tuesday when the patch drops. Drops usually around 10 o'clock Pacific, noon Pacific time, somewhere around that time it drops. So you might want to save your keys for that in case you're wondering, like I haven't seen any of those mythics to get. Also, if you're looking for iconic mythics, they will be increasing the drop rate for iconic mythics in the next patch. That will also be another reason to save your keys, especially if you're like a barbarian or maybe a rogue that wants to wear more than one iconic mythic. You will have a higher chance to get those. Overall, for this patch, it's very, very bare bones. There's not a lot said about a lot of the actual bigger problems. Glad to see that they're increasing the mythic drop rate for iconics. I'm glad that they're giving more fragments and keys to farm for some of these mythics, but unless they remove the crafted tag, I just don't think that having all these materials is going to mean much. I think that that's going to be the biggest takeaway, though, is will they remove the crafted tag or not? With the amount of mythics in the pool and the random stat nature of them, I don't think that relying on just drops is going to be a sufficient way to get your mythics and complete your build. We need better ways to get those. Unless they go back to set stats on them, then I could see one crafted. But right now, I can't see it with the random nature of this. The average gamer isn't going to flesh out their entire character during the season. That's what I have for now. Hopefully there will be some undocumented changes or some more documented changes come out by patch day, but right now it's looking very bare bones. It's not doing a lot to help the season at the moment, but I'm still going to be playing. I'm still going to be going for the items I want. I'm hopeful that I will have a better chance of at least getting some of them now, and maybe it will be better than I think it will be. I don't want to be negative about it when it hasn't happened yet. It just doesn't look great for this. But let me know what you think. What are you going to be playing? Are you still going to be hopeful for mythics? Do you feel good about this, or are you just going to wait for next season? Just leave some comments, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.